Lots of devotion for Thassa. Hey, where you going? I wanted to make the 4/4 strategy. But I will give them a 2/2 to change for the Lotus Cobra. How's it going, y'all? Time Smash MTG, and today we're back some more MTGA standard action. Today, still in day one of the Strixhaven release. We've been going like crazy today and having a lot of fun with this so far. The last deck I'll be playing today, now it'll be a different day when you see this video, but the last deck that I'm playing today is some Azorious Blink. This is a deck here that uses Yorion, it uses Thassa, all kinds of different things, Charming Prince, to bling all these different ETB effects on the battlefield. So hopefully we can set up a situation where we have our Thassa Deep dwelling down on the battlefield, and we're blinking things like Manifestation Stage, just keep on making fractal tokens. Maybe we're blinking Elite Spellbinder, keep on ripping a card from their hand and taxing it. Maybe we're, turn 2 we play a Haka, turn 3 we play a Charming Prince. It comes back as all run on the face side instead, and that's really nice. And then finally we're playing some Messer's End as a 2 of blink everything at instant speed, and they all come back with 1/1 counters on them. All kinds of stuff we can do in this deck. I'm playing 2 Mila Crafty Companion. I should probably have some red sources in this deck to put the cast the Lucas side if we ever get to it. But for now I'm just playing it for the front side. The first half doesn't really matter, but a 3-mana 2/3, whenever a permanent you control becomes a target of a spell or ability and opponent controls, you may draw a card. That way you just kind of keep your hand rolling, drawing some cards, and then between drawing some cards and then getting blink value here, just generates so much value it's hard for the opponent to keep up. Is it good? I don't know. We'll see. But let's take it in there, see how it goes. Again, the last time I'll say this in my other videos, we're just playing this in best of 1 unranked right now. We don't really have a meta that's enough for sideboards, and I want to play against some new cards here. And in play queue, we seem to be finding those more than like on ladder where everybody's just still playing the same old decks. So let's take this into unranked, see how it goes. Alright, first game of the day here is against Octopus. Let's see if we can take down old Octopus. On the draw, but the hand's not too shabby. Also, we potentially have 3 blue already, so we may get to cast Manifestation Sage on time. But I like just, turn 2 Omen, turn 3 Baron, turn 4 Thassa. Not too bad. Fatal Passage started off with. We have a Charming Prince. I guess I played the Charming Prince this turn. We can't avoid Wyatt just because we think we may want to do something else, Though with this, we may just want to do Omen of the Sea. Okay, they play a Rimrock Knight out. That's aggressive. Let's go ahead and Charming Prince here. Scute. I'm going to do this. I have 2 and 3, so I'll see 1 more blue source and be able to do that. And again, with Thassa, I think that's just really good value. I absolutely take the trade here. This deck really just wants to be able to preserve its life total as much as it can. For here, I feel like that's a stomp. So we're just going to pass the turn. Don't want to run this Baron. Yeah. Don't want to run that into it if we didn't have to. Shelter. Big awkward for them. Don't want either of those. We have land 4 already. Actually, I should have taken the blue source. That was my fault. That was my fault. Got it anyways. Let's play Thassa here. And this next turn, we can play Manifestation Stage and start just making big fractals. And they're getting all these stumps out of the way for us, so that's nice. Okay, opponent, what you want to do is just play your Bonecrusher Giant. Or Showdown of the Skulls. I guess that works too. So opponent, not doing anything new. Y'all boring. Lots of devotion for Thassa. Hey, where you going? I wanted to make the 4/4. Okay. We had to delay that Manifestation Stage a little bit there, but pumping that Thassa up. Good game here. Let's go and play the other. Alright, so game 2 here. We are on the play against Yorion. And I think this is a keep here. And I'm actually going to be greedy and try to save this Glasspool Mimic. Because I want to be able to play like Charming Prince, Spellbinder into Mimic seems good. And I can use this Scry to hopefully find an untapped land here. Bingo, bango, bongo. Baron not good against what they want to do to me. So. Okay. Attack. What you got, opponent? Oh. Oh. They have so many good cards in hand against what we have here. They're going to Skyclave on my Spellbinder, and it's going to make me sad. So sad. Glasspool Mimic here is not what we wanted. Happy to trade. I think we're just making another one so I can scry. Don't think I want to Omen. Alright. Okay. If they didn't have the 2 Skyclaves, I would definitely would just let them have the Treacherous Blessing there. It just didn't work out that way. See, they've only got one card we don't know of here. I think I'm happy to just... And they probably just got Omen of the Sun here, I guess. Yeah, I don't even want to attack into that. Like, I think they're going to do that, then I just want to be able to play... Gosh, maybe it's just Yorion, actually. Yeah, let's just get Yorion. Let's just get the big boa down. Yep. You should be able to have Glasspool Mimic come in, copy this. And we'll still keep this one. Let's scry 2. Sage. Can't cast yet. Mila I just don't want. I'm still going to take the Sage here though. Let's bounce this for the next turn. Here they can go land, play Yorion, but that's not a huge deal. Okay, so they're trying to get more value out of it, which I respect. Does mean we can swing in the air, though. The semester's end feeling pretty bad here so far. That Skyclave Apparition was just brutal, because if like, blinking this every turn, we would have been in great shape against what they had. Assuming they use the rest of this mana to just put the Yorion in the hand. Could blink again. Let's just try and see what the second card here is. Not another Thassa. Don't want that. I still do want this Manifestation Sage, even though I can't cast it right now. Let's go to attacks first. Could also just hold up Semester's End and blink things. I say we play this Thassa, try to get this train rolling with Manifestation Sage. So I'm actually just going to blink the Charming Prince. I'm not that worried about attacks. I want this to come back to this turn. Let's just try 2 here. Untapped blue source is what we're looking for. Unfortunately, not in the cards there. I think that's fine. Yeah, I'll take 2. Goodbye, my prince. You are unplayable. So let's pass turn here. At least make it untapped where it can block. And pass turn. Awkward matchup here for us so far. It's just not felt very good. Alright, we get a 3-3 though, so that's something. I think we still have somewhat of a chance, but we have to draw a blue source. As much as I want to like this Manifestation Sage, I'm afraid it may just not be making the cut in this deck. Worked great for us that one game there, though. That first one. Again, Semester's End's not even doing anything right here either. So they have a bunch of crappy cards that they can sack to Doom Foretold. Doom Foretold is not going to be good in the meta right now either. But neither is this, probably. I'm actually going to sack Yorion in the hopes that we can get this Sage online. Hey, okay. It's not going to be a good Sage, but we're trying. Don't counter it. Don't be a jerk. They're like, what do I do? What do I do? We're making another 1-1. Yeah! This has got off onto the field way too late. Let's just get in the next game. We're not going to win this one. We tried, but just the mana there is not cooperating. All right. Game number 3 against Carlos Neto. Let's see if we can keep a winning record here. This is a really good hand. If this hand can't win, the deck's trash. Plains. I don't think we want that. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. Good old Thassa. Now we do want a different land. Meh. Untapped land. Untapped land, by the way. Okay, so some mono green on the other side. Tangled Florahedra. Do we want to just Skyclave Apparition that? Kind of think we do. They don't have a lot of 3-drops they really play. So let's just take that. Keep them off the ramp plan. Get in for 2. This next turn we can drop Thassa. Blink Skyclave if we need to. And then from there, hopefully start doing some Elite Spellbinder shenanigans. Ooh, okay. Now this feels a lot worse as they have the Lotus Cobra. And of course they did Fatal Passage. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Well, at least we can look at their hand also. Let's see what they do here. Scuse you. So I think I actually like Semester's End a little bit better here. No, I don't. Let's just play Thassa. Or let's just play this if it's not the most mana efficient. We're playing Thassa. Yeah. Don't care if this dies anymore. That is a strategy. But I will give them a 2-2 in change for the Lotus Cobra. Good trade. Good stuff. Good trade. Now I'm feeling a lot better about this. Now we can start doing some Elite Spellbinder shenanigans. Okay, well, you can ramp. Still 4 mana, so I can still blink it too, which I'll probably end up doing. I don't even know if I want to do that. Whatever, it's just a 3/4. Alrund's not bad here either. Attack. Ooh, so we can Spellbinder and... Yeah, this will be good. So we'll Spellbinder first. Take a look at their hand. Spooky. Spooky. I don't know how I can get past that, to be honest. I guess we gotta take the Vivian, because we can still fly over them. Then we play the Haka here. And then we'll blink it. Because they can't play both Scute Swarms here. There was some thought to maybe just doing like double Scute Swarm off the Spellbinder and then leaving them with the Vivian. But that seems like it's kind of weird too. Don't care about this. There's the Scute Swarm and the land. Yorion ain't bad. Opponent, you probably had me beat here if you just play it out. Scute Swarm players are not very smart. It's something I've noticed. They're very quick to scoop when they've got a game probably won. 2-1, I guess. Let's go ahead and play at least one more. Alright, next game here is against Ice. Ice, baby. I'll play again. This hand's awkward and I want to win. We'll keep it. Play the Vantress, and I'm play the Hinge Gate on 2, play Charming Prince. If we draw a white source, that's great. So let's see if we can get a untapped land to the top. Thassa's real good, but I don't think we can do it. Need to hit some untapped landos. If not, then we're playing this Last Pull Mimic and crying. That was pretty good. So we'll steal their Wolfwillow Haven here. No ramp for you. Hit him for 2. Man, I was hoping they was really relying on that and was like big brain moves here, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Let's I guess we'll play Mila before combat. They could counter it. This gets around Drori Disruption. Okay. Now if they try to kill one of my things, at least get to draw a card. Okay, nothing. On to the sea. Alright. We are getting around Extinction Event a little bit here. Obviously it still hurt because it give them a 2/2 and we'd be left with a 2/2. We could bounce with Baron though. They bottom 2 there, which is nice. If they Wolfwillow again, we have a Glasspool Mimic that can copy the Skyclave Apparition, so that'd be pretty great. See what happens. Okay, Cultivate means we're safe this turn. It also means a Shadow's Verdict could be very well in our future. Oh, these Barons feel so bad when the opponent doesn't do jack squat. Opponent ain't doing nothing. Plays Glasspool Mimic. Just a Scry. One, two, so neither of these are really good either. Manifestation Sage is it's not going to work in this deck, I'm afraid. I think you have to be either both colors or at least have access to both colors in your deck, because that just ain't it. We have Lethal on board. Okay, well that played around Extinction Event a little bit better, so that's good. That seemed like the wrong call there. Okay, I think we gotta play this now. I'm almost gonna play one of these out just to have a you know, something else on the battlefield here. If they have another Extinction Event, then it does stink, but this at least gets around, like, if they have a single target removal like a Heartless Act. Element of the Sea. So they just play Yorion here, and we're actually okay. They top something there, so we probably just lose. But if the play is just to play like one creature that we can Baron, yeah, it's rough. That is rough. Now we're in a bad spot. We had to play around the single removal. Like, they've already used an Extinction Event. Semester's End. Semester's End is just not super great, I don't think, either. This deck is like a cool concept, but thus far, I'm not overly impressed with it. Like, against these, especially these real decks, like, we're just getting our ass kicked. And they cultivate. Oh, but I feel like every game we just sit here with this Semester's End in hand, and it's just not doing anything. We'll see if we can draw out of this. Maybe Spellbinder could get us home. But I doubt it. Like, even Spellbinder doesn't do much of anything here now, just because everything costs so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's it. 2 and 2 with this deck. I'm going to call it there, just because I think this deck actually needs a lot of work. So let's take a look at it one more time, and we'll go from there. Alright, so Azorious Blink here. Overall, this deck needs some work. I think there's a lot of tools here, but let's kind of go over the new cards here and talk about what works and what doesn't. And sadly, it's most of the new cards. Mila felt terrible. I don't think single target removal is what you're worried about in this deck. You're worried about things like Extinction Events and Shadow's Verdict, which we saw there. Even if we got to draw a card, like, that's nice, but it's not end of the world kind of thing here. I think if you're not going Jeskai and don't have the ability to cast both of these, then it's probably not all that great. Baron, even though it's not a new card, it felt, I mean, it's really good in some spots for sure, but it felt bad here. Semester's End, I want to work, and I think this is a good sideboard card against, like, say you're on the play and you're facing somebody that has removal. If they try to Extinction Event you, you can Semester's End then, and you feel really nice. But as a main deck card, it was just always in her hand running away. Same Manifestation Sage. I love this card. And this card, I mean, we saw in game 1 how strong this is when you get to cast it. But that mana cost is insanely difficult for you when you're a 2-color deck, and when, like, you're just not going to consistently get to do it. Alrun, I think, is fine. We didn't get to do too much with Alrun, but I think it actually is a good card in this list. Like, overall, there's a lot of good stuff. Elite Spellbinder is fantastic, and every deck I played Elite Spellbinder in, it's felt great. So I like the card. I think there's a shell here for Azorious Blink somewhere. This just isn't it, though. So if you're thinking about crafting this deck, I'd recommend against it. Don't do it. Wait until either myself or somebody else makes it a little bit better. Thanks for watching, y'all. This is the final of my 4 decks that I'm playing on day 1. I am tired of playing. My brain hurts now, so I'm going to get to editing some videos. So y'all can watch. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the support. That's